coming now to the UFC 246 weigh-ins. Now, before we get those kicked off, they'll be starting in just a few minutes. We have a special presentation for you. It involves an Octagon legend who just never had the honor of being presented his UFC Hall of Fame jacket. So let's take a closer look at the former champion, known simply as the Iceman.
People ask me all the time what fight stands out to me the most. After the Tito fight, at that point in my career, it wasn't about Tito. It was about me having the belt.
Take one final look live in the locker room of the Iceman Chuck Liddell, moments away from his opportunity for his first ever UFC World Championship. To wear that belt, he must rip it off the waist of that man with a big smile on his face, Captain America, the natural, Randy Couture. You bet we're ready to get it on for the light heavyweight championship of the world.
Chuck's prepared himself for Randy striking this time.
They want to battle it out.
These are real warriors. I mean, they want a definitive ending to this battle. Randy might be hurt.
Yeah, Randy might be hurt. Randy trying to close in though now. And he goes down. He's down. And Chuck Liddell.
Oh, he's out.
Light heavyweight champion of the world.
Randy Couture is
Chuck
out.
Liddell is the light heavyweight champion.
Unbelievable. Wow.
I love him so much. Just watching him win like that was surreal.
I've had a lot of great fights and I had a lot of great memories in MMA, but if I have to pick one, it'd be knocking Randy out the first time. And, I avenged a loss and getting that title I've been after for so long.
The new UFC undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world.
It was a big, big night for all of us. It took the sport to another level, and Chuck Liddell became the biggest star the UFC had ever had. He was on Entourage, he was on the cover of ESPN, the magazine. You name it, he was doing it. He was everywhere.
That is Chuck Liddell in his head.
It went from me being able to pick out which guys in the room might know who I am to not having any idea. I mean, you'd have everybody, all walks of life coming up and knowing who I was. So it was a big change.
He was the biggest star in the sport. He was actually one of the biggest stars in sports at that time.
Chuck is a real fighter. Chuck will fight anybody. A lot of guys pick and choose who they fight. Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, is a real fighter.
I've seen Chuck 6 hours straight signing autographs for a line like circling around a casino. He was bigger than life.
That's the man, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're walking down into the cage, and I can't even hear anything because they're screaming so loud for Chuck Liddell. And I realized that he is the quintessential superstar of the sport.
Whoa, he stopped him there. And Jeremy's in trouble. Jeremy's done. It's all over. It's all over. Chuck, the Iceman Liddell. Oh, big left. But down goes Randy. Chuck trying to finish him. And it is all over. Chuck comes around the top. Chuck looking to close it out. Chuck Liddell remains the light heavyweight champion.
I always wanted to prove I was the best in the world at what I did. And, I did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome UFC President Dana White.
What's up, everybody? How are you? So one of the true legends of this sport, and definitely during our era, during the Zuffa era, there's been plenty of big stars, but at the time when we were building this sport and building this company, there was none bigger than the Iceman, Chuck Liddell. The legendary, iconic fights that he was in, the attitude, and if you ever bumped into him, one of the nicest human beings on earth. I love this guy. I am so blessed and honored that I was able to work with him and help grow the sport and grow this business. It literally couldn't have been done without him. Ladies and gentlemen, the Iceman, Chuck Liddell.
Inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame in 2009. These jackets didn't yet exist. Now that you're able to have this, what does it feel like?
It's awesome. Actually, I saw the guys getting them a couple shows ago, and I'm like, damn, we didn't get them. So it's a nice surprise, them doing this for me, and thank all of you for all the support over the years.
We've got to talk about these fans, because when we said your name and that you were coming out, everybody in this building was so excited. You have resonated with UFC fans for decades, it seems like. For you, what does it feel like to still have so much support at a UFC event like this?
It feels amazing. I mean, these people allow me to do what I love for a living, and I get paid really well to do it. So I appreciate that, guys. Thank you for everything.
Well, we appreciate everything you have done, Chuck. Thank you for everything. It's an honor to be up here with you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, weigh-ins kick off in just 5 minutes. We'll see you there.
to welcome you to the weigh-in for UFC 246, McGregor versus Cowboy. Tomorrow night from the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, mixed martial arts royalty on both sides of the octagon as the former two-division champion Conor McGregor returns to resume his legacy against the UFC's all-time wins leader, Donald Cowboy Cerrone. Plus in the co-main event, a rematch nearly 5 years in the making at bantamweight as Holly Holm takes on fellow contender Raquel Pennington. We would like to thank our UFC sponsors, Body Armor. Body Armor Sports Drink provides superior hydration for today's athletes. More electrolytes, more vitamins, better sports drink. Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. And Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. We would also like to send a special welcome to our UFC Fight Club members joining us today here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We hope to see all of you once again for the live action tomorrow night. And now for the call of the weigh-in for UFC 246, here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening, my friends? Welcome to the weigh-ins. How about a nice round of applause for Ariane, Brittany, Red, Brooklyn, Dana White. Without him, none of this would be possible. Bruce Buffer, the voice of the Octagon, Sean Shelby, and Mick Maynard, matchmakers extraordinaire. And we got a banging card for you, ladies and gentlemen. We kick things off on Fight Pass in the women's flyweight division. Sabina Mazo versus JJ Aldrich. In the light heavyweight division, Alexa Kammer versus Justin Liddell. First up on the scale, Justin Liddell, official weight 205. And his opponent, Alexa Kammer. Official weight 204 for Mr. Kammer. Justin Liddell and Alexa Kammer, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the prelims on ESPN. division, Tim Elliott versus Askar Askarov. First up on the scale, Askar Askarov. Official weight 126. And his opponent, Tim Elliott. Official weight 125.5 for Mr. Elliott. Askar Askarov and Tim Elliott, ladies and gentlemen. Next fight takes place in the featherweight division. Andre Fili versus Sadiq. ESPN prelims in the women's flyweight division. Roxanne Modafferi versus Macy Barber. First up on the scale, Macy Barber, official weight 126. And her opponent, Roxanne Modafferi. Official weight 125 for Roxanne. The feature bout on the ESPN prelims, ladies and gentlemen, Roxanne Modafferi and Macy Barber. Next, we move to the main card, live on pay-per-view. We kick things off in the lightweight division. Anthony Showtime Pettis versus Diego Ferreira. Next up on the scale, Diego Ferreira. Official weight 155.5. And his opponent, the former UFC lightweight champion, Anthony Showtime Pettis. Official weight 155.5 for Showtime. That's a hell of a way to kick off the card, ladies and gentlemen, on pay-per-view. Showtime Pettis and Diego Ferreira. Next, we move to the bantamweight division. Ryan. Versus Maurice Green. Official weight 136. for Raquel Pennington. And her opponent, the former UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Holly Holm. Official weight 135.5 for the preacher's daughter. Raquel Pennington and Holly Holm, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's take a closer look at the two men involved in the main event of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've truly all been waiting for.
3, 2, 1. This sport is my life. It's in me. It's bled in me. I will take it with me to the grave. I must get my head screwed on and just get back in the game and fight for redemption, retribution, respect, the things that made me the man I am. I know what I can do. I've done it before.
Oh, he's hurt! That's it! Oh! He slapped him!
In the whole history of MMA, nobody has done what I have done.
History has been pushing on.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the man who has won 4 bonuses, won 4 fights by submission, holds more records than anyone in the history of the sport. Give it up for Donald Cowboy Cerrone! Official weight, 170 for Cowboy. And his opponent, the former featherweight, the former lightweight champion of the world, the great Conor McGregor. Official weight, 170 for Mr. McGregor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Donald Cerrone. Cowboy, this is a giant fight, a fight so big. I mean, it's one of the most important fights ever that doesn't have a world title behind it. Give me your thoughts on what this means to you.
Oh, this is incredible. We're going to blow the fucking roof off this place, man. I cannot wait. Everyone says I never show up. This is the fight to show up for. I cannot wait.
I can't wait to watch. Good luck to you, sir. Donald Cerrone, ladies and gentlemen. The Notorious, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Conor, it's great to see you back, and it's great to see you motivated and excited about this. Give us your thoughts on why this fight means so much to you and what it means tomorrow night to fight Cowboy.
How good do I look at 170? Yes, I feel real good at this weight. I'm coming for all of them in this division. It begins with Donald. Let's go, I'm excited. Thank you all for the support. thank you for coming out. I apologize I'm a little late. It's hard work getting the kids ready and bringing them to the events. So thank you all for your patience. You're in for a great show tomorrow night. Tomorrow night I'm dedicating this fight to me ma back home. I love you, ma. We all love you. Conor McGregor, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you.
When we saw him fight Khabib, he fell short. It's really that simple. When skill versus skill, he fell short.
We see him in the news for the wrong reasons, not for being in the octagon, actually winning fights.
What's he fighting for at this stage? He's won some titles, he's won plenty of money. So at 30, you know, with the second kid on the way, what would be driving him to do this again?
Conor may or may not ever fight again, like who knows?